Sent to the future from the year 2000 by a glitch due to the Millennium Bug, I'm adapting to thrive in the peculiar conditions of the 2020s. Join me in a multimedia extravaganza as we surf the World Wide Web, catch up on 2 decades of video games, and mess around with creative tools new and old. I'm Millennium Cyborg. Welcome to the new millennium. So, I've been meaning to work on my overlay. It's kind of basic at the moment. I think it's going to stay kind of basic, but I think I can do much better in terms of the placement, and I want to make it so that it doesn't obstruct the app or game that I'm currently using, but still displays some useful information at the same time. So let's go into Inkscape. Here we are. So I'm thinking I'm going to have 2 different versions, and as I've thought about this more, actually I think they're not going to be that different, but there's going to be one version for games and apps that will take a minimal amount of screen real estate. If you look at the current screen, I just have my avatar and no overlay at all. I'd like for there to be a tiny bit of a border across the entire thing, and I want both the current application and the current time and date to always be showing. And then for my chatting screen, I want the episode name, the time and date, a logo, and then maybe I'll move some of the elements around to give them more emphasis, since otherwise there's quite a lot of empty space. So this is the current layout. It wasn't directly inspired by Ninomai Inanis's overlay, but there are some similarities. I was actually aiming for one of the kind of styles you see in Y2K aesthetics, with these oval cutouts at the side, but that's also what Ina's got. I found that interesting, but it's not actually immediately relevant. At the moment, the beats, the episode title, and the chat are all elements within OBS. And I'll resize them once I have a general layout here. Let's see. No. I'm going to move some elements out of the way first. I'm not actually sure where I want the logo, but I'm thinking this bottom area here would be a good place to put the current application or the name of the stream. I do like the top right for the time and date. This little cutout was just purely for effect. Let's start by making the whole border thinner. Move this out of the way. What do I want to do? Do I want it thinner but keep the same radius for the corners? I think I want a smaller radius for the corners as well. In which case... I'm not sure what the best way to do this is, except scale the whole thing down. And then move the elements back into position. I need to turn on snapping. There are too many snapping icons and I'm not sure which one corresponds to what. This was working earlier. That to start. Just position it close enough. Oh no. I keep rotating the canvas by accident when fiddling around with something else. What did I just do? Okay. That's a start. Now, is that enough space for some information at the bottom? Let's export it. This will be the app overlay. Export the page. So in OBS, for now I'll just use the Inkscape scene as a test. Interesting. The sides aren't quite the same thickness. Was it something I did while fiddling? I will try editing this again. I was doing some similar things when I was editing when I was editing the promo image. No, clicking the wrong thing. I just need to... Oh, here we go. Just fiddling with my Twitch chat. How do I set a dimension? And how do I get it to snap? There's a snap two paths option. But by itself it's not snapping to anything. No, there I go again. Yeah, my lines aren't even... oh dear. My lines aren't even quite horizontal. Not again. That... rectangle. I did pick a rectangle. with a radius of 0. What is going on? Oh, it's probably snapping to something, right? Something I don't want. Snap to page border is what I want. Do I need to hide the... I have no idea what's going on. Let's try restarting Inkscape. Okay. So snap to paths needed to be on for that to work. Okay. Why? Why can't I set a fill color? What's going on? Okay. Okay, I can delete. Snap. Is it just on a layer that's invisible? The layer's visible. This is like that XKCD comic where I can't remember how it starts. They're trying to install Linux or something and they end up on a deserted island. Because at every step of the way it just gets subtly worse. Okay. all this stuff still exists. Okay, rectangles and squares. It's not drawing anything. Fill transparent. Going on? So the stroke color that I've set did work. Okay, that's back. Stroke color works. Okay. Something funny was going on, but it's starting to make sense again. Okay. Now I need to remember how I did this in the first place. I think it was a cutout. Did I maybe... I could make it an exact size rectangle. So let's say that I want a 5 pixel border on each side. So that's 1920 minus 10 on each side. 1080 minus 10. With a 10 pixel border radius. Okay. Now for the bottom section, I think I want a slightly larger border radius for a start. Can I edit what I did so far, or do I have to recreate it? Let's say I want an extra 40 pixels at the bottom. That's still not very much. 70. Border radius double the border radius. Nope. I think I'll start with the uniform border. Okay. Then I'll add another layer for the title part. So no stroke. Let's just try that quickly. Have to pick page each time. Okay. Okay. That thickness looks good to me. So in terms of the area I want to devote to the title, I think I'd probably want something that cuts off around halfway through the colour bar here would be plenty. Maybe even smaller. I'm going to, I took a screenshot just then. I'm going to use that as a guide. Move it into the background. And let's try some text. So I was thinking, this was just the first long game title that came to mind. For the font, I'll use something narrow. I've been using Spectra Shell. It's just a little larger than I'd want, maybe 38. 36. Okay, I think I want more space for it. I wanted to go all the way to the side, but a bit further here. Let's try that. I'm going to pick up the correct colour now. There we go. Let's export it. Page. Export. Okay, I think I want the corner to just turn down and not wrap all the way back around. To change this to a corner. Right. And then align. Let's see if the alignment works. Relative to first selected, one vertical line. There we go. Okay. Export it again. I think I'll want the text a bit smaller, but the aside from that, I think it's fine. Let's try it. And of course I need to remove the text from the final version. Align it. Align it vertically. Export again. I think that's starting to look better. Let's see about the date and time. Let's just take another screenshot for a start. Go to the background layer. I found it hard to work with object ordering in Inkscape unless you split up everything into layers. I don't know if that's the intended way to do it. There is an object view, but this is it. It's a bit hard to work with because a lot of the objects are anonymous and just given arbitrary names. I don't know, maybe there's a way to make it work. So I wanted to check the size of this at the moment. I think it is a bit too large. And I want more text in there. The font is good, I think. Which font was it? Just the one called Wipeout Fusion. Let's start with the text. Unflow, and then it moves. There we go. So I'm thinking that I'd quite like for this information to be always on screen. It doesn't have to be as large. The question is, do I cram it onto two different lines or all on one line? Okay, I want to move this object behind the others. Lower to bottom, there we go. Right, that's still quite large. That's too small. That might be about right. Let's set a different colour. How's the text colour set? Is it not in fill and stroke? There we are. And then if we try it over 2 lines, and align it to the right, I don't know. Does the font still look good in that context? Maybe I should just remove the dot beats. I mean, everyone who sees it will know that it's internet time. It's the position of the chat at the moment, I think, isn't bad. Let's try something. Let's bring in the logo. Not that one. But I wasn't sure where I wanted to put it. Group all this. Align how? Okay. Let's go back to the colour I've selected for the border. That's not it, but we'll make it work. Move this to border 1. Turn off snapping for a moment. Something like this. Extend that out. We'll do the same thing in the corner here that we did for the other one. Where's my text gone? My text is probably in the wrong layer as well. It's probably in the background layer. Object to path, edit path, node to corner, align vertically. I need to make it a corner again, I think. Yeah. Just change this to... What was the color I was using? $93.93. And let's export that again. Oh, and it's time to move that off as well. Save, export, page. All right. All right. So now I want to block in. I want to block in the other element. So let's start with the text on the bottom left. I'm going to copy it from a different scene. Move it into position. I'd quite like this to align right, I think. Can I do that? Alignment right. And then what I can... Well, what does right alignment mean? Very little. Alignment right. Use custom text extents. I think that must be it. Vertical alignment center. Okay. Well, why does it do that? Let's pick up the correct size from the file. I'm going to start by trimming this. All right. Corner. Turn on snapping for everything. Ah, got it. So when I look at snap to cusp nodes, for instance, I expect that it's making other objects snap to the cusp node, but it also affects whether the cusp node snaps to, for instance, in this case, the page corner. Okay, I want to measure from here to, let's say, here. No. No. And it's in millimeters. Why is that in pixels? .153 millimeters. Really? Do I have to pick up a calculator? Let's see. Dots per inch as well. 153 millimeter in inches. 6 inches. $96 times 6. 576. Really? Is it about halfway? A third of the way, yeah. So in OBS, if we call that 580, okay. Then for the height, .6. Half an inch. 48 pixels. I've no idea if there's, I mean, there must be a better way, but they should get me what I need. So now this says Inkscape, and as I fill it out, yeah, good, perfect. Rename the element itself. Okay. Now let's bring in the beats. Okay. For some reason I can only paste that as a reference and not make a copy. I want to add the date in any case. I think I'll make a copy of the code. So I want a version with the date included as well. Okay, well, it looks like my color was wrong anyway, because I'm overriding it. I'm doing 800 by 600 for the element in OBS, which means, okay, I'll create a new browser source. Beat and date. And then open up the correct file. Okay, 800 by 600 is the default. I don't know. Part of me wants to make it full screen, but then things would get funny when positioning it anyway. Let's start with this. I don't want to start well, let's just hack in the, why isn't it, oh, out of studio mode into here. Visual Studio isn't showing up. Why isn't it showing up? It shows up while I have the editor open. And goes away as soon as I'm running OBS 27 beta, and I've run into some interesting issues. What could possibly be going on? So I've got Visual Studio open right here, but it's only when I'm editing the source that it actually shows up. Am I duplicating it? Okay. Visual Studio isn't showing up today. My last attempt, I'm just closing and reopening Visual Studio. Don't ask me why that would work. No, okay. I'm not going to spend long here anyway. What do we want to do? Tweak the size. And add the date. Maybe make it, I'll try aligning it to the right. Okay. And I wanted to remove the dot beats. Oh well, now it shows up. I see. I see. The alignment isn't right. Probably need just 2 paragraphs, right? I'm just hacking in the date for now. Right. HTML. My HTML skills are also stuck in the 2000 era. Here we go. Looking good. How's the scale? Much too large. I'm tempted to I'm going to try making the source full size. Because actually, since it's at the top right, the alignment works out fine. And I could specify the text size directly. So my text size that I wanted was dumping all that in here. $24 points. Interesting. Interesting. So two things wrong here. One is the shadow offset. Okay. Let's specify this one pixels. And let's say 5 pixels. Both. That's too large somehow. Okay, 5 pixels is too many. Let's do 3. The margin is too much. Let's lower that to 3. That's starting to look right. For some reason, the text is larger than I expected. Let's try it in pixels. I don't want to guess. Well, I have to guess again. Let's start with 24 pixels. Actually not bad. That's pretty good. I just need a bit of a margin. On which side is it? I guess this one. That was the wrong one. This one. No, that's one. That one is the top margin. Ah, that looks more promising. Just add a bit more. I think that's looking pretty good. I'm going to move in the logo a bit. move this in a little. Oops. This much. Export the page. Okay. I like that. Okay. And then what I'll be doing is the same thing for every scene I have. So the way I'm set up, in order to avoid just doing a desktop capture, but not to also have to remember to switch applications, I have a plugin that automatically switches scenes depending on which executable is in focus. That does mean that I end up having a huge number of scenes, one for every app I might want to use. But the nice thing about it is that when it's working, I don't have to think about it at all. Okay. I'm going to put us on a short break, and when we come back, I feel like getting stuck into some Waverace. So let's do that. See you shortly. And then just tweak the volume on my end. There's that good music.
Start your engine.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
And since I went to the effort of making this, I might as well use it. Alright. Oh, and I need to move my mic. Just a moment. Alright.
Waverace.
I've not played much Waverace. I've had the card for a very long time, but I've hardly played it. I gave it a quick go as a test earlier. I think the choice of racer doesn't seem to matter very much. I got several courses in and accidentally restarted the whole thing.
3, 2, 1.
So I've got no in-game progress. It is a joy to play though. Like compared to the GameCube version that I had a quick go at, this feels a lot easier to start with. The controls are very forgiving. And the music and visual style are really relaxing.
Finished first and got 7 points. Move on to the next round.
Welcome to Sunset Bay.
Start your engine. 3, 2, 1.
I'm not 100% sure how the power mechanic works. I'm assuming it's simply a matter of how fast you go. I know you lose power if you miss one of the buoys. I'm really happy I got this retro tink. It was pretty hard to get a hold of any kind of decent scaler. Oh no, that's 2 in a row. It was pretty hard to get a hold of any kind of decent scaler because of the whole Brexit thing. There's a new requirement for international vendors to register with a tax code in the UK if they want to sell things in the UK. And a lot of small vendors simply haven't been able to, or don't find it a worthwhile thing to do. I was able to get the RetroTink from the official vendors, but only via eBay, and I'm not sure if that's to do with the eBay acting as payment processor.
Welcome to Drake Lake.
And the only version available was this, I think it's the RetroTink 2X Mini.
3, 2, 1.
And there's a new RetroTink either just come out or expected soon, the 5X. I'm definitely considering getting one eventually, but this one already looks great. I mean, compared to the other scalers I was able to get a hold of, first of all, I tried a cheap no-name scaler from Amazon that I found, and the problem there was just, I mean, apart from the lack of apart from issues with the color depth and the quality, the latency was just random and far too large. I found a YouTube video where someone was actually testing the latency using a clever setup of various scalers, including that same one I was using. And yeah, it had completely unpredictable latency. And then for a while I used this, I think it's called Eon, an N64 specific, quite expensive scaler that directly plugs into the AV output of the N64 and outputs to HDMI. And I had a number of issues with it.
You finished second.
One was that the latency just didn't seem that good.
Welcome.
It wasn't bad, but my test game for latency is Quake 2, which out of the games I tried, it's the most demanding in terms of latency, because it's an FPS. You're trying to do your flick movements to aim, and depending on different combinations of monitor and scaler, I could quite easily see the difference without having a fancy setup to measure the true values. And somehow the Eon just wasn't quite good enough. I found it less good than this RetroTink. And the other problem with the Eon, I'm not doing well here. The other problem with the Eon was that it simply didn't work with this flash cart. And it's just way more convenient to be able to use a flash cart, and I'm just using a cheap one. I don't know if that's part of the problem, but genuine EverDrives are pretty expensive, especially at the moment. So yeah, this setup, I'm really glad I managed to figure it all out. Well, I was not doing particularly well anyway.
You finished fourth. I'm sorry. Move on to the next round.
Oh really? I don't get to retry it.
Welcome to Port Blue.
Have a good race. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, this course I am not even particularly familiar with, I don't think. So I'm not speaking particularly loudly now, but hopefully everything should be intelligible. In my previous streams I had issues with my voice volume. I think the biggest issue was my mic placement, because my mic was vertical off to my right, and it was far too easy for me to ignore the microphone and move around to positions where I was much quieter. And what I've done now is instead move the arm to my left, position the microphone horizontally and below me. And the big difference there is that it's right in front of me now, and I can't ignore it. So my distance to the microphone is a lot more consistent. And with that done, I was able to then dial in my gains and my volumes through my various filters to a more consistent level. And so now if I start talking louder, I mean, I can kind of clip, but I've got a compressor in there, so whether I'm talking quietly or... Okay, that corner I absolutely cannot take at the moment.
Nice try.
Whether I'm speaking quietly or loudly, I should be in roughly the same volume range.
You finished fourth and got one. Move on to the next.
And then I also adjusted...
To Southern Island.
This is the final round. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go!
I adjusted my various capture volumes to be in a consistent range as well. And they all have the same compressor settings on them. Oh, wow. So in conclusion, I've sorted out the at least the first stage of my audio issues. The one thing I didn't try that people recommend is using the Reaper plugins. Wow, you can really screw yourself over here. You lose so much time. I think I'll try to practice the individual courses if I can. So people recommend... Oh, there's some good shortcuts here, I can see. I feel like that's a sign of quality for racing games to have some fun shortcuts. People recommend the Reaper plugins instead of the built-in OBS ones. And I had a look at them. I played around with the equalizer for a while, and I could hear the difference between the various things I was trying, but I couldn't tell which ones were good and which ones weren't bad.
You finished second and got 4 points. Nice.
And the noise gate, for instance, has at least twice as many parameters as the OBS built-in one. And I felt like I'd had enough trouble with the OBS one, just picking the right value. So for now, I'm just using built-in OBS plugins. I also had a lot of trouble with the OBS built-in noise cancelling. And what I did for that was I'm now running OBS 27 beta, release candidate 5. And that has the NVIDIA noise cancelling built in, which works pretty well for anything I think it works well for things like claps and fan noise and that sort of thing. So if I clap, there I was clapping and it doesn't show up at all, which is quite impressive. Really? I tied for first and it treats it as if I got second place. Or at least it said second, I think. I decided to use Z as a 2 for my initials. Depending on the game, it works better or worse, but it looks okay.
Waverace.
Oh no, okay. Let's unlock the next one.
Select your watercraft, please.
I feel like I should be practicing, but I want to give it a go.
Welcome to Sunny Beach.
Oh, we're doing the same thing. But presumably the AIs are going to be more competent this time. I'm doing worse. Did the buoys move or... So I think if you... I did not expect mines. So if you miss too many of the buoys, you are forced to retire, I think. I think these are harder. Or I'm doing worse. Okay, I'm starting to attempt to feather the hard turn, the throttle, and my turns. Wow, third place, eh?
You finished third and got to move on to the next.
Okay, if the... well...
Sunset.
I mean, it's all practice anyway.
Start your engine.
I'll keep going until I retire. This is a really interesting racing game. Having to deal with the waves and the feeling of the steering and jet ski dynamics. Like you can kind of steer while you're in the air, but you're only... oh wow. Yeah, I think I want to do some time trials of these levels if that's available. I'll check once I get a game over. Look at that. Okay, well
didn't accumulate enough points to move on to the next round. Better luck next time.
Better luck next time.
Try again. Waverace.
Hang on.
Waverace.
Select your watercraft, please. Select your course, please.
How do stunts work?
Keep going. Nice. Keep going.
Whoa! How did I do that?
Keep going.
Okay, okay, I'm into this.
Nice. You almost had it.
Okay. What games have I played that have kind of racing with mid-air stunts? I guess there's 1080 snowboarding, Uni Rally or Uni Racers. I need to look up exactly how the stunts work though.
Clear. Checkpoint clear.
Oh!
Checkpoint clear.
So why would I do a stunt during the race? Does it just... Because if I mean... If I'm just filling up my power meter further, I want to be concentrating on not missing the buoys anyway.
Keep going. Nice. Keep going. Checkpoint clear.
Why? So holding back while pressing the throttle, wasn't it? Holding back while pressing B, wasn't it?
Keep going.
I can mostly ignore the rings for now.
Keep going. Clear.
Could it be double tap? No.
You almost had it.
It'd be good to have a kind of infinite mode to test in.
Keep going.
I don't think I pressed any of the C-stick buttons, so...
Keep going.
How about A and B? No? Which part of that was a stunt that I got a score for?
Keep going. Great.
I think I did something with the L button.
Almost had it.
I'm trying to beat 5,000. Do I get any reward for that? I don't think this is a game with a lot of unlockables beyond the courses. Okay, I was doing something with my arm that looked like I was about to do a stunt.
You almost had it.
I'm gonna look it up. Waverace 64 stunts. Good old Game FAQs. All right. So what I did was a backward spin, rotate the control stick clockwise and hold up. Oh, that could be useful for getting back into what I did. That wasn't what I did. I need to get into practice mode where I can just spend more time.
Waverace.
Select your watercraft, please. Select your course, please.
3, 2, 1.
So what I did was a backflip. Press up when you're on the ramp and down when you get off. Okay, so I have infinite time here. As long as I don't miss anything. Handstand, release throttle. Press up on the control stick, then down and hold. Can you even do stunts during these races? Up, then down and hold. Up, down and hold. Whoa! Right backward, rotate the control stick clockwise and hold down. Is that while throttled up? Clockwise and down. Is it a full rotation clockwise? Right standing. Rotate counterclockwise and hold up. Doesn't seem to work. Backward spin. Clockwise and hold up. Well, none of these seem to work. I'm not doing them correctly.
You almost had it.
all of the regular stunts. Let's go into stunt mode again.
Waverace.
Select your watercraft, please.
So, release, up and hold down. Okay. Rotate clockwise and hold up. No. Counterclockwise and hold up. I'm missing something. That was on a ramp. That's easy enough. I just hold up while I'm on the ramp and then down as soon as I'm off of the ramp. Okay, tap A after falling off to climb back quickly. Alternate colours. Press B to reduce airtime. Let's see. Unlisted stunts. Hmm. What would be really useful are stunts that let me turn quickly. Okay, mashing A does seem to work. So in order to get 5,000 in this stage, I would need to do some stunts.
Waverace.
Select your watercraft, please.
Okay, you can just hold up for an alternate colour. Not down. Not anything else. I still quite like this colour scheme. I think all of the machines handle the same.
Please.
3, 2, 1, go! Maximum power!
I wasn't paying attention. I don't really need to practice this one on easy.
Select your course, please.
The lake, I wasn't paying attention. I think that was okay. It's from this one that's what Southern Island? Oh right.
3, 2, 1.
I always start taking a sip of water at the worst time. Both gas buttons. Something, there was a tip that said... Okay, why can't I turn? One of the tips I read just now said press both gas buttons for a turbo boost. Was that A and B? I mean... Oh. Z. I've had the controls wrong. I thought Z was left, hard turn. But it's just an alternative throttle. Haha! I remember that particular shortcut from way back in the day. Okay, so I'm using Z now as my throttle. Do I need to... Okay, so do I need to throttle down? Oh, I really want to see what's in that little corner, but I keep missing. So when it comes to taking turns, I mean, does B do anything? And is there any difference between A and Z?
3, 2, 1.
I tried both A and Z that time, but how do I take a good turn in that case? How do I take a tight turn? Because you see, if I slow down, that doesn't actually help me turn faster the way I would expect in, I don't know, Wipeout or whatever game. Do I need to feather the throttle somehow? How do you... I mean, in the air is a good place to take a tight turn. To reorient at least. think as you're landing back in the water, is a good time to turn, right? Okay. So what exactly does the I might have said L before, but I actually mean R, right? What does it do? Is it doing anything? I think it makes me lean more. It's very interesting. It just doesn't control how you'd expect. If you turn too tightly, you can fall off. A tight turn is... Oh, did I miss that branch? I was looking out for it this time. Oh, there it is, up ahead. What have we got here? Oh. Maybe it's relevant on a different difficulty.
Almost had it.
How long have I been streaming for? The view inside, OBS isn't giving me relevant stats. Right, 2 hours.
3, 2, 1.
I should probably wrap up in a bit and get dinner. And then I'll work on those overlays some more, finish up putting them into every scene. And maybe it's funny, I'm instinctively doing something with A and Z for turns. Maybe it's just that I'm effectively feathering my throttle as I switch between A and Z. I think what I need to do is see if there's a YouTube video where someone explains the controls in a bit more detail. Who's this game by anyway? It's got... the Waverace 64. Produced by Shigeru Miyamoto. It's got a bit of you know, Sega arcade feel to it. Oh, hey Ren. I'm just about wrapping up here. Let's see. Yeah, I spent ages on the audio. The ducking was set up before, but my levels were all over the place, and my mic technique was terrible. Whereas now I'm hopefully doing a bit better on all of those. Right, what am I doing? Studio mode. Fiddle with my source filter. Here we go. I saw your tweet that you're going to be playing some Kerbal Space Program, Ren. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Always a good game to see streamed. Right. It's time for me to go. And if you, like me, have caught the Millennium Bug, make sure to watch the next stream, or find me elsewhere on the World Wide Web by clicking on the links below the video. Oh wow, Twitch connectivity. Oh, that should be fun. Thanks. I've been Millennium Cyborg. Keep that future vibe, and I'll see you in the world of tomorrow.